I'm Ann Tsukamoto Weissman. I was the second of 5 children, and I was the first one to go to college thanks to the opportunity I had at UC San Diego.
The place that we start our careers determines how we're going to do in the future, and I think UC San Diego is a place that's near and dear to her heart. She started here.
So what I think made my mom so successful in her career, obviously she has a really organized way of thinking. When you partner that with her ability to see the end goal very clearly, she's been able to push a lot of things and push a lot of boundaries in science because of that.
After my postdoc, there was some thought that maybe the Wnt gene was involved in the regulation of stem cells. So I, with my colleague Chuck Baum or Charles Baum, were able to identify and purify that protein to show that these purified blood-forming stem cells were able to reconstitute the entire blood and immune system. And that eventually led to the work that we did with women with metastatic breast cancer.
Women with metastatic breast cancer, they often have bone marrow involvement. When we were mobilizing the cells into the peripheral blood, we weren't just mobilizing stem cells, we were actually mobilizing the breast cancer cells. We were giving them their cancer back.
We demonstrated that you can purify and deplete these patient samples of breast cancer cells. Essentially, you would be giving back a purified population where there are no contaminating breast cancer cells.
I got to meet a couple of the patients that had those transplants. They're alive and well almost 30 years later.
Because the work was stopped by the entities that purchased the company, it wasn't pursued for the last 25 years. That is why I'm now a consultant at Stanford University to try and bring this technology back.
When we think about each woman or femme-identifying person who's been a change maker in science, each person has had a huge contribution and has made the path a little bit easier for everyone else. As you have more people like my mom out there who are demanding that their voices be heard, showing everyone that they are not only competent but are highly successful, it slowly makes it easier for those who come after.
She didn't just work on cancer cells. She worked on how cancer gets started and also how other diseases get started that are corruption of stem cell processes.
We had spinal cord patients who recovered motor function so that they could live more independently.
What I hope that we'll learn from Ann's approach, a very directed approach, is sort of a Google Maps for degenerative disorder. And I hope we redefine diseases that we look at commonly. Maybe it's just aging. Maybe we could reverse this silly process.
Something that I admire a lot about my mom is how she's been able to follow different threads that has made a lot of change in the scientific world. So I see the Changemaker Award as very fitting for her.